Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. New computer came in today from MDG. Anyways, so let's open this puppy up. Ta-da! I love brand new stuff. Alright. Ta-da! So, it's not that my M1 Mini is obsolete or anything. I mean, there's still about another 6 years of service on that thing. However, I still wanted a new computer, and I wanted M4. Now, generally, things are usually not going toward an Air per se. But with Apple going to 16 gigs of RAM minimum, hey, 16 is still good for a few years. So, and we can't custom order from MDG, although they are now an Apple authorized dealer, which is great. They don't have a ton of options right now. They have this. It's a 16 by 256, and I know you guys are going to get on me because I always get on everybody about 256. However, with the 256 storage, I've checked out my Mini, which I've been running for the last 3 years since I bought it new from Apple, custom order. It's a 16 by 512. I've never used more than 150 gigs worth of space. And besides, I do have Thunderbolt drives, and I did order in a hub for this, as well as, believe it or not, there are no cooling systems in these Airs. However, if you do put them on a cooling pad, as it turns out, it's going to give you about a 20 to 30% better performance out of the computer, because these things do get hotter because no fans, right? So I thought, well, okay, we'll give this a go. And now the only thing with MDG though is, if you're not happy with it, yes, you can send it back, but you're going to pay a 20% restocking fee, which is over $400. So you better be sure which one you're ordering that you want. Now, they also gave me a discount on this of $100, so I only paid $18.49 club subscriber price, which is only $150 more than what Apple charges for the thing. So I figured, well, you know, they're going to throw me a bone there. Now, they do have the M4 Pro MacBook Pro, and though I would have preferred that over anything because, you know, 24 gigs of RAM and more processing power, more GPU, etc., etc. This does have a much faster processor. And I watched a whack-a-load of videos on this thing, and to see, because I'm kind of like, well, you know, I could have just gone out and bought a new PC, because I do have a few games that there's no way in hell they're going to run on my computer that I currently have, because I definitely lack a lot of video power, okay? But there are games, of course, that I do play that I am definitely well below spec, and they run fantastic. So it kind of depends on the game, actually, that you're after. But, so, any hooch, I checked out enough videos, and for what I do, and for what a lot of other people are doing with their computers, the Air seems to be winning a lot of favor. So I'm kind of like, well, you know, I can't get a refund on this sucker. Is that all we get? Like, Apple, where's my stickers? We don't get any stickers anymore? That sucks. Oh, I am so disgusted. Anyway, yeah, well, they had to go out someday. It'd be nice if they brought the colored stickers back, you know, like the rainbow color like Apple used to be. So anyway, I don't know, but I think as far as the 16 gigs goes, at least that's way better than 8, and at least Apple finally did smart enough to put 16 gigs in now as the bare minimal. And, you know, we got a few years. This is 3 years of payments for me, but it's just a little over $100 a month, which is actually not bad. It's affordable, and besides, Apple's financing company is really super strict. Best Buy's is really strict. And I did try and get one that way through Best Buy, but yeah, not gonna happen. So I figured, well, I got the credit at MDG. Why not just get there and, you know, I mean, I do have this thing. There's no way I can afford to pay a $450 restocking fee or whatever the hell it was. It was like 20%. But I still get the Apple Care warranty. Like I said, they are an Apple dealership now, so that's really bonus. So I can get the extended Apple Care package. I have a certain amount of time to do it, which I'll find out as soon as I get signed into this thing completely. But I figured, well, I could really use a new computer, even though it is an Air. It's definitely, it's not 8 gigs of RAM. It's, you know, it's a decent system, you know. Now, it still only has the 4 performance cores and 6 efficiencies, but I've been seeing videos of guys doing multi-layer 6K video editing on this thing, and they're using more powerful programs than I do. I just use iMovie, and this thing's handling it sweatless. No, I don't. And they're doing it sweatless, and I just do video editing and music, so for me, this should be a walk in the park. And now we're at the Wi-Fi area. Now, I'm going to shut the video off for a second so I can sign into this thing, and because I don't want anybody seeing any of my stuff, and I will be right back quickly. All right, guys, a little sign in here, a little sign in there. No, it's not Cortana. Had to do an OS update, get signed in, set up GarageBand, got all my updates for GarageBand done finally. Did have one little issue, though, with the GarageBand sound download. It failed for some reason, and I'm guessing it could be something with my internet connection or something. I don't know. But I just told it to reinstall the entire sound library and replace it all, and it's perfect. It's running just peachy cream fine now, so all my sounds that are available to me in GarageBand are in. And so far, I've only used less than 60 gigs of drive space. And I even installed Handbrake, which is the compressor that I use for compressing videos. Now, this video, by the way, will have been edited on this laptop, and which is a great guinea pig to start with to see how well it does, especially when you got more than one file to deal with and time length, etc., etc. I know that it only takes about 3 minutes for me to export anything through iMovie that's 1080p and no more than about 20 minutes in length. So we'll see how fast this little puppy can do it, right? So, because we do have a lot faster cores than the M1, right? So we'll just see how much faster. You can run all the synthetic benchmarks you want. They're more or less a joke. It's real world operations that matter the most. I'm also going to try some video editing, of course, without the cooling pad, because I still don't have it. I'm still waiting for that to show up. They're actually quite late today for delivery service. Of course, I'm going to try it with the cooling pad. Same length type of video, see how it goes, and see what the difference is in heat between exporting as well as compression with and without the cooling pad active. So we'll see how that goes. And then we'll know, does it really add more performance and cut our time back by cooling this thing, even though there are no fans and technically no vents either. Okay, so we'll see how that ends up. But so far I like it, and I love the Space Black. I really am not a fan of the huge trackpad, but then again, I don't tend to use the keyboards and trackpads on my laptops anyway. That's why mankind invented really cool extended keyboards with number pads and, of course, cool mice. So I prefer the external side of the fence. So some of you would be like, well, then why didn't you just buy a desktop? Well, A, one wasn't available, and B, it don't freaking matter because I bought a gamer laptop and that was portable with an external mouse. When I go to my buddy's house, I'd use that keyboard. But at home, nope. I just use the extended keyboard and mouse. That's all there is to it. And we are not putting on external displays onto this thing. I mean, we only got 2 Thunderbolts to deal with for Thunderbolt ports. Right now I'm still copying my backup of all my PC stuff off my Mac formatted Thunderbolt drive that has my PC software, because things went wrong with my software on my PC when I reloaded. Something happened with the D drive, and it came up with some kind of a yield sign on the drive icon, and I'm like, oh, that can't be good. So I copied all the junk off and then reformatted the drive. It's fine. Icon gone. Yay, no more conflict. Throw the stuff back on, and Cyberpunk was screwed. So yeah, I want Cyberpunk back on there. And this is my only other clean, unadulterated copies of my entire backup of my PC stuff for game installers and whatnot. Plus it has my Mac stuff too on this particular drive. So, you know, this is the main drive actually that I use for things like all my Mac games, some other programs, all my data that's been important to me. And I do have other copies of that. I just didn't have well, I only have the one other copy right now of the PC software. And if this works out and it's clean, then I'm going to make another copy. So, anyhow, that's just the way it goes. You know, you deal with it, roll with the punches. But my first impression so far with this laptop, I do really like it so far. Okay? I have also tried out the camera, which will fire up for you. It is 1080p 12 megapixel. Just keep in mind when it does come to cameras, if you have too much light, things can go a little hairy and kind of not look the top best, but you can alter that sort of thing in your video editing that you do. You can try, you know, maybe in my case, maybe some weaker light bulbs in the back wouldn't hurt. That, or find some way to try different lighting in here that might work a little bit better. Because of what I'm seeing, it's kind of like, well, up front and personal, we're okay. It looks really good for 1080p. But in towards more of that brightness coming off, it is kind of a little bit more blinding that I see. So a little bit too bright, if you know what I mean. So we'd have to kind of dim things down a little bit and, you know, fix up the picture a little bit. But otherwise, I think the camera's just fine. So, no issues there. Anyway, I've only used 60 gigs so far. That's fine. And that's out of 256. So, yeah, I'll be okay with it. I do have the external Thunderbolt drives. I've got a few of them. So, I'm not worried about space issues, at least for me. And at least we got 16 gigs of RAM, which is definitely where we want to be at, is the bare minimal, and we're good for a few more years with 16 gigs. By the time this thing's paid off, I suspect that we'll probably be really pushing our luck with 16 gigs quite a bit, but at least I can always get a new computer 3 years from now if I want, you know, and keep this or sell it or whatever, you know. But so far though, it seems okay. It doesn't seem too bad at all. So, but this is only like basic first impression unboxing. You know how that deal works. We're going to do a review in a while, but I need to do some extensive testing, push this thing really hard, especially on the video editing side, because music is not going to push it hard, but the video editing will, especially that compressor program. It really pushes my Mini. Mind you, it's got a big, huge fan in it, and it doesn't really bother it, but this, no fan. So we'll see how it goes with and without cooling plate for performance differences. Because I don't believe everything I see or hear on YouTube, and neither should you, okay? This is why I like to come forth with, I'm a straight shooter, I tell it how it is, and that's the way it goes. So, but anyway, there are some things that definitely are true, though, I will admit, that YouTubers do say, other channels, but there are some channels that are a little out there, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's it for now for this one. Thanks for watching, checking it out. Wish me the luck. And we'll definitely see you guys in the next video, okay? So, ciao for now.